Some sales training lessons are long, some are in depth, some are shorter. This is one of the latter. Short, sharp, but very, very valuable and will help you to sell more business from less leads. Watch this, you're going to love it. Let's get right into this right now. This will save you time, it will save you a load of stress, it will save you leads, and it will earn you more money. Why? Because there's a particular strategy that applies when you hear what's known as a timescale objection. Timescale objections are the most common objections in sales. Things like, we just want to think about it. We'll get back to you later in the week after we've chatted about it. We just chat about our finances, all that sort of thing. So one mindset strategy, simple, short, but concise. Here's the next time you hear that, remind yourself, give yourself a little checkup and just remind yourself of one sentence. That sentence is, I've done all this work. We've got them together here. Their desire level is up. Their fear level is down. The rapport in the room is great. They're never going to be a better time for me to close this sale. Here's the question you need to ask yourself. How can it possibly warm up overnight? Or even later in the week? How can they go from here, where the desire is up there because of everything you've been through with them on this sales appointment, how can that possibly go up? Nothing's all that's going to happen the next morning, the next day is life will happen to them, bills will arrive, stresses will happen at work, children, etc., etc. Things will occur which will make your decision less of a priority. That's the one little tip I have on this. It's small, but I'm telling you, I've seen it time and time and time again. And once people realize this is just an objection about timescales, they're not really making it. Why would they need a few days to ask one simple question? For example, can we afford this, love? No, I don't think we can. Or, can we afford it? Yes, we can. It's not something you need days to think about. They need a quick sentence together. Here's the time to pop to the loo or pop out to the car. Say you need to make a quick call. Give them a little bit of space to have that call. It cannot warm up once you leave the house. Your absolute best hope is that it stays exactly where it is and no bills arrive, no stresses arrive, and they wake up exactly the same, or that 2 days later they're in exactly the same frame of mind. But don't forget, everything you've been with them that's built them up through your sales call, through your presentation, all the positive points that they thrived on, they're going to just drift now back into everyday life. And it cannot possibly warm up. So give yourself that little thought process every time you hear it and retrace your steps. Retrace your steps. Isolate what that one thing is they need to discuss if they're not telling you. Find out what it is, retrace, go back over it. And if it is just the simple load, we just need to chat about it, go and sit in the car, ask to use the WC. Whatever you do, do not reappoint this appointment for a decision later in the week, because you'll be disappointed. I've seen it for 25 years. The odds of you now getting this sale go from here to about here. And then as every day goes past, it drops a bit more. So remember, ask yourself one question: how can it possibly warm up from this point? The answer, I'm afraid, is it won't. See you in the next lesson.